Just like myself, you may not have had the parents, the proper education, or the right foundation to really teach you how to build wealth and how to keep money. You may have been somebody who's came across a lot of money in your time, but didn't know how to hold on to it because you didn't have that stable, that mental, that solid foundation. You feel me? I wasted a lot of my teenage years just looking off, I wasn't focused. And a lot of that stemmed from my beliefs from my childhood. When I was a teen growing up, I wasn't properly trained the way I was supposed to be trained, when it comes down to finances. We learn to go to school, get an education. That's not gonna bring us wealth. So I found myself in this rat race trying to figure out how to get rich at a young age, and I did everything wrong. But that's also a good thing too. When it comes down to this whole financial wealth thing, one of my favorite quotes is, you wanna hurry up to fail. You're gonna make a lot of mistakes. You're gonna have to take risks. You're gonna have to get out there and learn. It's trial and error, before you actually find something that works out for you. Unless you're just focused, you know how to sit down and plan, and you have that mindset, it's gonna be a lot of trial and error. Being spiritual, just manifesting, praying, having faith, it's not gonna get you rich, especially if you're not really putting the work in. And that's one of the #1 reasons why people are running in place. You think just because you the spiritual hood dealer and you doing all this good for people, you're gonna get rich. You have to plan. You have to know what your problem is that you're solving. You have to know what type of value you're adding to people's life. You have to plan your finances out. You have to keep track of how much money you're spending, how much money is coming in. You just can't be out here on the whim yelling spiritual, doing yoga, thinking that that's gonna make you rich. You feel me? You may feel rich, and I'm not gonna take that away from you, but when it really come down to getting that bag, you have to have the right mindset. And that comes with being more responsible and holding yourself accountable. Once you come across channels like mine, it ain't nothing but a message. It ain't nothing but an omen for you to start doing the work. You have to get your physical in order. You have to get your mental in order. You have to be spiritually aligned in order for you to get to the bag that you want to get to. If you're in an uncomfortable situation right now, you may have to get help outside of yourself. And you may not know where to go, who to search for, whatever the case may be. This is where meditation comes in. You have to allow yourself at least 10, 15 minutes a day of just quiet time to just think. And when you're in that quiet space, your thoughts are gonna start compartmentalizing and going into places that they need to go. And answers are gonna start coming to you naturally. So when these answers come to you naturally, you gotta take heed. You gotta start writing stuff down and planning stuff out. Also, opportunities are naturally gonna come to you. You like this video, you subscribe, you tuned in, you really tapped in. My first couple of followers, I'm open. You reaching out to me and I can help you. Now, I will give you a resource that I learned about. If you're not insured, you don't have insurance, and you need to get help, giveanhour.org. Go to that website. It's free for an hour, and then after that, there's pay scales, there's things that you could possibly work out. Your responsibility is to get the help. And if you're not gonna do what you gotta do, then ain't nothing in your life gonna start moving the way it's supposed to move, especially if you've been through traumas, if you're in a toxic situation, if you just keep going through the same cycles, it's for a reason. Go talk to somebody about that, G. When I first started living on my own, I just got kicked out the military for smoking weed. At first I was couch to couch, and then when I got my own spot, I was out here in Atlanta on the grind. I was really trying to figure it out. I didn't know what to do. There's people now growing up who's 18 years old and instantly can know how to put their money in crypto, Bitcoin, whatever. It's so many resources, and I'm sure that type of stuff was available back then, but I wasn't tapped in. My mind was too clouded. I was distracted. I had too much shit going on. I always wanted to be a musician, but none of my opportunities was lining in the right way. None of that, Nothing really started working out for me properly until I started doing the work. I had to go get help. I had to go to my meditation retreats. That's not something that you have to do, but I'm definitely going to give you that resource too. There's a 10-day meditation retreat, and it's free. It's silent. You get free food. It's on donation base. Tuition is free. If you want access to that, like and subscribe. Send me a DM at Shivasoullit on IG, and I'll give you the free information for that. But yeah, my life really didn't start coming together until I started facing my own problems. Once I realized that I was the problem and stopped blaming it on my mother, stopped blaming it on my father, and decided to take my life into my own hands, I went through school, you know what I'm saying? I studied music, I did what I had to do for audio engineering, and I took my career and my matters into my own hand. I have mentors outside of myself. One person that I really, really look up to is Jay-Z. Now, I can honestly say, as a youngin' growing up, Jay-Z's music, it was kind of, you know what I'm saying, boring to me. Nothing against Jay-Z. But now, as an adult, I understand this man. He is one of the most powerful, influential people in the industry. And creativity has never left him. He's still a very creative dude, and I love that. I love the fact that at a young age, he was told no so many times. And just like me, he took his career into his own hands, and he signed his own distribution deal and made it himself. When people was turning him down, he made his own clothing line, and now it's bigger than the people who told him no. So Jay-Z is somebody that I definitely look up to, and I'm putting together an artist program for all my artists out there that are just looking on ways to top the charts, get features from celebrities, radio spins, opportunities for your music to be spun in strip clubs. I have access to all of that. I got my first feature from The Game last year. I got another feature from Busta Rhymes. I got Shad Mosh, your #1. Bow Wow hitting me up. Got a lot of people hitting me up. And in order for that to have happened, I had to put myself in a certain position. I had to clean my life up. I had to do everything that I'm telling y'all to do now. So I'm not going to tell y'all nothing wrong. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to keep giving you the sauce. You feel me? Depression. Y'all, you are not the only one. And I know, look at these bags under my eyes. Everybody's depression looks different. You feel me? Depression is a choice. Nobody is going to come save you. Nobody's going to come heal you. You can talk to a therapist all day. But until you make the choice that you're not going to be depressed, it's going to be hard. You're still going to wake up depressed once you make that choice. But once you tell yourself that, the work is partially done. After that, you got to start just putting yourself out there. Instead of waking up and laying in the bed, wake up and go outside and go for a walk. It's beautiful as hell in the morning. Y'all ever just woke up and went outside? You know what? Go outside, brush your teeth first, use the bathroom. Then go outside and enjoy the sun every morning. When I was facing my depression a couple of years ago, I was in my house, not answering my phone. I had a lot of shit going on, but couldn't get me to come out the house for nothing. My friends would call, I would get invited places, but all I wanted to do was just Uber Eats, Uber Eats, Uber Eats. I'll let my dog out in the backyard, and then I'll just be at home. I made the decision to fix that. I knew that if I continued to go through that cycle, I wasn't going to get rich. I wasn't going to become wealthy. My life wasn't going to enhance itself. So I started by just going jogging in the morning. I know everybody on here ain't into fitness and health, but I promise you, man, once you start taking care of your body, that's going to help with your mental. 9 times out of 10, you're not really doing well in life because you're not focused and aware on how you're taking care of yourself. And physicality is a big part of that. So I went running. On days that I didn't feel like running, I'd just go to the park and do yoga in the park and let my dog run around. After facing the fact that I was the problem, I was really able to change and turn my life around the way that I wanted to. Another thing that we have to understand is that bag and richness and wealth is not going to come overnight. Stop thinking that you're going to sign up for a get-rich scheme. If you're getting these Bitcoin messages on IG talking about if you invest this much, you'll get this much back in a day, it's a scam. Don't believe that. Real wealth takes time to build. And I've been working on my wealth for years. 10,000 hours, as cliche as it sounds, that shit is real. Once you put in the work, you put in the work, you put in the work, opportunities are going to start coming to you. Certain opportunities that you would have never seen when you were at a certain level in your life. Once you start working and leveling up, that's how this works. So you really got to put the work in. Y'all, we got to stop attaching ourselves to toxic people. We got to start having a better discernment for who we decide to give ourselves to. If you in a toxic situation, I'm not just gonna tell you to leave, but try to communicate. First, see if y'all leave it on the same page. You know where you wanna be in life. That's why you watching my video. But is their focus the same? And if not, if you really mess with that person, try to communicate with them. Try to add some newness to it. And here's another thing that's gonna really help out. No matter what frequency the house is in, you're gonna have to start doing the work no matter how hard it is. If you really love this person and you wanna stick around, no matter how hard it is, you're gonna have to be the one to wake up, meditate. You're gonna have to go running no matter what. And that person, they may not be doing it with you at first, but eventually they're gonna see the results. They're gonna see how your energy changes. They're gonna wanna start doing it with you. Or if the person is not good for you, they're gonna start making you feel bad for wanting to make these good changes in your life. Your eating habits, your schedule, how you maintain yourself. One thing I love to tell all my homeboys to do, throw away all your drawers and go get some new ones. Go get a fresh pack of Hanes, man. Go get a fresh pack of Ethicas. I know Ethicas are expensive, but get something. Just feel good about yourself. Go get some new wife beaters. Go get fresh white tees. Just clean yourself up and just start dressing clean and fresh. I'm not telling you to go buy the designer and stuff that you may not be able to afford, but with the basics, you're gonna naturally start feeling better. And you gotta start taking care of your heart. You gotta start taking care of your mental. And a part of that is making the right decision on who you spend your time with. You can be here with me too. I'm just like you. I'm nobody. We're nobody different. You feel me? Whether our skin is the same or not, I'm just like you. And just like I turn my life around, you can too. I'm gonna give my time to 3 special secret finders. All you gotta do is like, share, comment, subscribe. Text 770-744-3244. Text. The first 2 people is gonna get a free Soul Lit shirt. I'm gonna get your information and I'm gonna send the shirt out to you. We got a special design Soul Lit tee that's soul on fire and get like she. Ha! The first 3 people, we're gonna schedule a FaceTime call and I'm gonna help you. I don't know where you live. I don't know what country you in. I don't know where you at right now, but you're in a situation that you need help. You need help on planning. You may need help on knowing what decision to make or what to do next. That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna help guide you. So text 770-744-3244. Gonna help guide you. I'm also gonna help guide you to some of the resources in your community that you may not know about. You may be facing eviction. You may need help with your utilities. You may be trying to start your business and don't know how to do an LLC. You may, whatever the hell you got going on right now. Text the number and we're gonna get you right. Once you've cleaned yourself up, you're gonna start attracting the right people that's gonna wanna be around you. Once your life is smoothly moving a certain way, and it may not be perfect, it takes the right type of vulnerability because you still have to be real, and it takes the right amount of initiative and doing the work for that perfect woman or man to come in your life and just help you make everything better. Ain't nobody gonna respect you if you ain't got your mental or if you ain't got yourself in order. You are not alone. I promise today you were brought to this video for a reason. Now, the work is on you. Now, stay, motherfuckers.